Hi, it's me, Jazzy. I'm back with another tech-related video, and it's mailbag time. Yes, more boxes have been turning up at the studio, so it's time to clear some of them out of the way. Let's get a handful over on the bench and see what on earth I've got this time. Right, here we go. Another eBay one. It's not what I'd call sealed in any serious way. It's not going to be difficult to open, is it? Hope there's still something inside it. Wow. We do see, with these mailbags, we do see some interesting packaging, don't we? At least it's not in a Christmas tree box this time. Okay. Oh, we've got a Metrix MX001D. Not the best bit of packaging I've ever seen, but not the worst. So we've got a book with rusty staples. Still, it's nice to have the information, isn't it? Okay, we've got loads of stuff in here about how to connect it. Oh look, you can use an external current probe with this. Okay, interesting. Alright, we've got a couple of random old probes here. Okay, and we've got our meter here with its included rubber bumper, doing a good job of protecting it. Well, it did a good job of protecting it in the post. Quite a thick rubber bumper, that. You could like drop this from a fair height and it'd be alright. Not that I'm going to, having just got it here in one piece. Made in France, obviously. So what we've got on the side, we've got a really big, oh wow, big chunky dial and a smaller dial, which is less easy to operate with this rubber thing in the way. We've got our test probe connections on this side here. So what happens when I rotate that big old dial? Oh, I see, we're changing ranges down here, look. We've got AC volts, AC volts, AC volts. 0, that's off, I'm guessing. And we've got resistance range here. Oh yeah, 1k, 100k, 10k, 1k, and that's it, and that's the end. Then you have to go all the way back to turn it off. So give your thumb a workout, wouldn't it? Wow. Okay, so it gives you ranges here as well. So you got your AC volts there, DC volts, microamps, milliamps, and you got your ohms range there for your resistance. All right. Apparently it's in working order. It's cool. I like it. Feels a bit grimy. Needs a bit of a clean, I think. But other than that, it's cool. I like the big old rubber bumper on that. But I think this will need further investigation. We'll do an episode where we'll take it apart and have a look inside, check it over, and give it a good test. But yeah, pretty cool. I like it. It's different. I've not had one of these ITT Metrix before. And I'm always intrigued by these really unusually laid out old meters. There we go. You never know what your goodies you're going to find on eBay, do you? I've got two big boxes here which have come together. Okay, we're going to have to go to wide angle here. There we go. Wow. Whenever I zoom right out, my bench looks incredibly messy. It just means I'm incredibly busy. I'm always jumping from one thing to another, and I've always got a lot going on, and I've always got a lot of projects in my mind. Always full of ideas. Now, what have we got in here? Is a lot of newspaper. Oh yeah. Anyone fancy fish and chips? Actually, I really do. I'm really hungry today. Electronics makes you hungry. What have we got? Oh yeah! Oh yes, one of my rheostats. Oh, I reckon the other box is the other one then. There's two rheostats. Let's get it out of the box. Let's get the box out of the way first and we can take a proper look at what we got in here. Wow, it's heavy. There's nothing else in there. No, just more newspaper. Well packed though. I like to see it where they put packing right down to the bottom because it means it's protected all around. Right, okay. Oh, this looks really nice. I did not pay a huge amount of money for this. I do get lucky with my eBay bids. I shop wisely and I look for interesting things that I can use, not just for fun, but also in videos as well for demonstrating things. So this is going to be great for loading up amplifiers and stuff. 12.04 ohms, 10 amps. I like the fact it's on a nice little wooden base. And we've got some terminal connections here. This is nice. This is nice. I mean, I normally just hook up directly to the rheostat itself, but we've got 2 connections there. We've got 2 there, one's missing. Oh, we can do a bit of work on this though. It's not a problem. And we've got R9 on the end there. Look at this, is a proper chunky one, isn't it? Yeah, 12.04 ohms, 10 amps. Okay, nice. That's nice. Now, yeah, this is what I noticed in the listing. So I'm probably going to replace these because they've seen better days and the insulation's coming off there. So we need to do a little bit of work on it. It's not bad. It's really solid. The rheostat itself looks in really nice condition. It's not rusty or anything. A little bit of paint coming off here and there, but adds to the character. That looks all right. Okay. So a little bit of remedial work on the wiring there to the terminals. Very convenient having the 2 terminals. We could do, I wonder if we could load this up and do, yeah, if we hook up to the wiper. Okay, interesting. We could get 2 different loads out of this possibly. Possibly. Okay, it's got my brain thinking now. Love stuff like this. It looks really cool and it's actually going to be useful. A lot of the stuff I buy is old and very heavy, and I often spend as much if not more on getting it shipped than I do on the item itself. Right, let's have a look in the other box, because I think that's the other rheostat, which I think is even bigger than this one. Now, I've got a few dummy loads here that I use for various things, but this one I think is on a whole other level. This is quite heavy, and again wasn't a huge amount of money. Some of the stuff I use for testing, I guess, is quite specialised, and it's not going to have a mass audience for people bidding on it. Stuff like oscilloscopes, ham radio stuff, RF stuff, that tends to go for quite big money these days, but some of the more niche stuff, even decade boxes and standard resistors and capacitors, you can still sometimes find them at reasonable money. Here we go. Ah, holla banana. Excellent. What have we got? Good packaging. Can't query the packaging. That's banana box. Finally, I've gone bananas. Wait, what is that? A grape? Some sort of whatever was in whatever was in the box before. It's not a grape, is it, Jazzy? It's the wrong colour. What is that? That's some sort of fruit or something. I'm not going to squish it. Or maybe it is a grape. Look at this. Let's get this out. Wow. You never know what I'm going to find in my packaging. Oh wow, look at this. This is like some sort of multi-wiper thing going on. Oh, that one looks like it needs a little bit of love. Look at that. This is a Zenith. Same as my Variac. The Zenith Electric Co. Limited, London, NW2. Yeah, this is a 25 amp, 1.6 ohm 25 amp. This is a beast, this one. This could be good for power supply testing, this one. Again, we've got terminals there on the wooden plinth. Anything on the base? You can see where the terminals are attached there though. Rubber feet on the bottom. I did see another one that I didn't bid on that had the sides on it, but it was a much smaller one than this, and I think it was quite a low current one. I've already got some low current ones. What I look for is the bigger ones like this that are going to be good for power supply testing, and that other double one we just looked at, which is going to be great for testing amplifiers. So yeah, a little bit of remedial work on this one here. As you can see, that wiper needs sorting out and just needs a good clean. Ooh, happy with that. That's actually going to be a very useful bit of kit. Okay, what have we got in this one? It's an eBay simple delivery from Every, and it looks very much like a book. of some sort. It's like Christmas, isn't it? When you get something, you want to try and work out what it is. Well, it looks like something's been nibbling the corner down here, so I think I've got an easy way in, and I can already tell what it is. Racal. Now, what do we have from Racal that I'm in the middle of repairing right now? So, let's pull this off. Here we go. 9081. Yes, the synthesized signal generator. That's the one. There it is. Now, massive thanks to everyone that sent me in PDF copies of the 9081 signal generators. Massively appreciated. This literally came up and I thought I have to have the paper manual because I really did not expect to see this. It just came up randomly and it's the whole thing, which is wonderful to have. Now, I'm still very appreciative of the PDF one that people have sent me because that means I can print out random pages of it and make notes, whereas I don't want to make notes in this because this is wonderful. But I always love having the original service manual. Look at this, where you've got block diagrams that fold out. That's fantastic. Logic PCB, we've got logic assembly, we've got everything here. We've got all the schematics that fold out. Component layouts, parts lists, got the whole lot here. Look at this, fantastic. What with this and the PDF versions, I've got no excuse now, have I? Why have I not got it fixed yet? I'm waiting for some bits to turn up. Then we've got to take it all apart again. It's part of the fun, isn't it? We've got the appendices. This is all the extra bits. Oh, it's kind of almost stuck together. Oh, you can see the print on there. Here we go, October 1977 this was. So this was quite the find. I do love it when you find really difficult to get manuals for stuff. It was like getting the manual for my Marconi TF2333. That was hard to find. I just saw this come up and I thought, gotta have it with the binder. Wasn't even mega money. Awesome. Right, what's next? All right, what have we got next? We've got some food product by the look of it. I don't think so. I reckon that's another eBay one. Oh, somebody keep me off of eBay. There's just untold bargains though. Can't help myself when I see them. Ooh, nicely packed. Jiffy bag within. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Oh, look at these 7-segment displays. These are massive. This is display with 4 digits of 2.5-inch 7-segment displays. Fantastic. Look, and it's new in box. Still in the packaging. That's incredible. And we've got all the connections, the terminals, the driver chips. It's ready to go. What can we make with a massive 7-segment display? Nothing on the back there. This is a job lot of useful stuff, and I think they are actually useful this time. So they all seem to be this Cebek make. These are kind of like new old stock. I don't know, there was like a whole bunch of them. We've got another one here which is a lot heavier. We've got electronic flip-flop, darkness detector. Wow, okay. There's loads in here. I'll be here all day if I go through all of them. Look, 4 triax sequential output. Right, lovely. We've got a bit of paper that comes with a temperature detector, wiring map, useful. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. There's loads of them, look. There's absolutely loads of these little things. We've got relays on there. Fantastic stuff. We've got a delay timer, a restart timer. This is super cool. Look, you put your secret code in to do stuff. Love that. What on earth are we going to make from all this? Don't know, but we're going to have fun finding out. I've got another one here. Let's get this box out of the way so we can see what we're doing a bit more. Oh my goodness, there's loads. There's absolutely tons in here. This has got to be a top value haul in terms of eBay hauls. Look at this, it's got another load of relays on here. I've got my money's worth in relays. Oh, look at this board, this is cool. Got a dip switch there, we've got a couple of capacitors, one's having to lay down. Oh, okay. Power goes in there. Clock signal. Interesting. I'm going to have to do some reading up. This one's clearly got some dip switches, but at least it gives me some information on some of these. This is another similar one, look, with relays. It's some sort of timer system, isn't it? Okay. Again, very similar sort of thing. Wow, loads of stuff. There's another keypad in here, look. Different one. This is a similar sort of thing. Yeah, it's a similar sort of thing to the other one, but with a different keypad. It's got white keys instead of black. And we've got some instructions on how to use this one. Interesting stuff. Well, there's a whole load of binary commands here. Is there an English set of instructions for this? Maybe on the back? Yes. This is an 8-output extension module to increase the capacity of a sequential system based on the i57 module. This looks another similar board, does it, with loads of relays on? Yeah. Similar sort of thing again. Well, I'm pretty pleased with that haul. So we've got loads of different modules here. We've got all these ones with relays on, and we've got these electronic flip-flop, darkness detector, we've got a thermostat, and we've got that massive 7-segment display. That is really cool. 4 triax sequential output there. We didn't even look inside this one. Oh wow, that's cool. Educational modules. I'm always up for an educational module. Look at this. So this is a barrel jack connector, barrel jack to something. Oh, look at this. It's mounted on a little perspex thing. It looks very cool. This is obviously for demonstrating something in an educational environment. We've got a CD instruction manual. It comes with resistor color codes on the back. This appears to be all in Spanish. I might need to translate some of this. Yeah, we're going to need to get Google Lens on this and translate it. But it's definitely cool. It's definitely got loads of instructions. And I definitely got value for money because this is very, very cool. So I'll do a bit of research on this and a bit of reading up on it. And I reckon we can do an episode on this whole lot a bit down the line once I've got my head around it all, see what we can make from it. But in the meantime, if you've experienced these Cebek modules or you know anything about them, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to have a lot of fun with these. I suspect we're going to have a great fun episode trying to put something together with all this lot. We've got absolutely loads here. I reckon I paid about £28, I think. I don't remember prices very well, but I think it was about that plus a bit of shipping. So definitely worthwhile. Certainly a lot of stuff here for the money. Right, you'll see this lot coming up in a future episode. I better clear some space so we can carry on with the mailbag. Right, what have we got then? Well, it says, please open on arrival. Well, we probably should open it then. Looks like another eBay one. Oh, they're definitely keen for me to open this on arrival, aren't they? Why so urgent? Oh, what have we got in here? Good packaging. Packaging and a large metallic box. Wow, okay. Right. Okay, let's get rid of the box. What do we have in the box? So, this is a Taylor Type 20A signal tracer. Or as it says down here, circuit analyzer. It's rather dusty and crusty. And to be honest, I kid you not when I tell you I didn't actually know what it was going to look like. I'll show you the photo that I bought this on the strength of. It must have been moving pretty fast when they took that. I took a bit of a punt on it. The seller had 2 of these circuit analyzers. The other one was a different model. It was more rounded and a little bit prettier. But I felt sorry for this one because no one was bidding on it. And I think I paid about £20 for it, which seems very reasonable. But it was a complete punt because, as I say, from the picture, I didn't really know what I was buying. And I couldn't find a lot of info on this model on the internet. So we've got a signal tracer and audio analyzer. So it's more than just a signal tracer, isn't it? So we've got a AC and DC check. Left and right speaker. I'm not sure what this... It looks like LR speaker, HR speaker. Or it could be MR speaker. It's very worn. I need to find some more details on what this does. It's got a serial number there. Got an input there. Headphones. Okay. Input level. I mean, it seems alright. It just needs a really good clean. So we've got some sort of input here, or some sort of tester. We've got a switch here, and we've got a magic eye, which I'm hoping is okay. It looks to be okay. We'll keep an eye on it. It looks like it's been sold previously at auction. 224 Wootton Bassett, 7th of Feb 2016. Working, can't really see that. Working something. So maybe it is working. We don't know. It's part of the fun, isn't it? It's a bit like a lucky dip. So I've got something going on there. Something there. Oh wait, is this the voltage? That might be for the changing the voltage. I'll have to have it apart and see what lies within. It's actually right on the back. It's rough on the top where it's been stored. So it needs a darn good clean. It's like on the bottom, it looks all right on the bottom. And it's got a fairly modern plug on it, so it looks like it may have been used at some point. I really quite like it because I love my vintage radios, and I really love things like this. The other one that the seller had went for way beyond my budget. I'm not on a big budget, so I always keep an eye out for a bargain, and so I felt a bit sorry for this one. I think we can make something really nice of this. So keep an eye out for this one. I'll do a future episode where we'll take it apart, have a look inside, give it a bit of love, and see if we can make it work. Cool. Well, that was a pretty varied mailbag of stuff, pretty much all from eBay there. Those rheostats are going to be super useful for testing amplifiers and power supplies. And I love this little Taylor circuit analyzer. Going to give this a good clean up and have a look inside, see if we can get this working, figure out what on earth it does. It looks a pretty cool bit of kit. This little ITT Metrix was pretty cool as well. This really caught my eye, and a really solid rubber bumper on it. We'll do an episode where we'll tear this down and take a look inside and test it out. As always, thanks for your comments on the mailbag videos. It helps me to sometimes identify some of the more obscure stuff that I find on eBay. I do tend to buy quite a lot of random obscure stuff, but it's all part of the fun, and it's all stuff you'll see featured in future videos. We'll give some of them a test and tear down, clean them up and make them work. So I hope you've enjoyed today's mailbag video, and as always, many thanks to everyone for watching, sharing, liking and subscribing. If you do feel like you want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, it's always massively appreciated and helps support the channel. I'll be back soon with more tech related videos, but in the meantime, take care and I'll see you on the next one.